डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम पढ़ेंगे इंसुलिन के बारे में। ठीक है, इंसुलिन, ये बायोलॉजी सीरीज़ की एक वीडियो मैं अपलोड कर रही हूँ यहाँ पे। आई कीप इट इन इंग्लिश एज वेल एज हिंदी, क्योंकि स्टूडेंट बेस यहीं का सबसे ज़्यादा होता है। ठीक है, मेरे को बंगाली भी आती है, तो लैंग्वेज की कोई कभी प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी। चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। इंसुलिन, इंसुलिन के बारे में हमको सब कुछ तो नहीं पता, लेकिन एक हल्का सा कुछ आइडिया ज़रूर है हमारे पास, राइट। इंसुलिन के बारे में क्या जानते हैं? ये ब्लड ग्लूकोज शुगर को कम करती है, lowers blood glucose levels, right? On top of that, it is also a peptide hormone, right? It's a peptide hormone. To be specific, it's a dipeptide. जो फुल्ली फंक्शनल फॉर्म होती है इंसुलिन की, वो एक डाइपेप्टाइड होती है। इनिशियली जो है, आपको ये मैं एक स्ट्रक्चर बना के दिखाती हूँ आपको इंसुलिन का, विच इज इन इट्स इनएक्टिव फॉर्म। ठीक है, और जब एक्टिव फॉर्म में होती है, ये जो सी पार्ट है ना इसका, ये रिमूव हो जाता है, या बोल सकते हो कि क्लीव हो जाता है। इट गेट्स क्लीव्ड ऑफ, दिस पार्ट। ओके, व्हेन इट गेट्स क्लीव्ड ऑफ, व्हाट यू लेफ्ट विथ इज प्रीटी मच दिस। ओके, सो आई जस्ट टेल यू how it is named. This is your C terminal. Since it's a peptide bond, so obviously it is going to have a N terminal and a C terminal, correct? So this starting is your C terminal and the ending is your N terminal. I hope this much is clear. Now see, this C part of this E, okay, if you know what I mean, this is called the C chain. Is that a surprise? I don't think so. Okay, and out here you have the portion which is starting from the C terminal till this much, okay, till this much. I'm just going to use a different color pen for marking this. Look at this and this part. Okay, these two parts are something called the A chain and the B chain respectively. Please don't mess up with the naming. Okay, please don't mess up with the naming, it's very important. Okay, now what happens when all of the processes of turning this inactive precursor molecule into the active functional, okay, insulin molecule, when all of it has been done, then your insulin molecule looks something like this. Okay, there are 3 disulfide bonds and 2 of them are joining A and B chains. I hope this is clear. Now one more thing which happens out here is that, just look at it very carefully. See, the B chain has an N terminal attached to it. Okay, so we are going to write over here N terminal. Okay, and we are going to write here C terminal. Since this entire peptide bond, which is one unit, has been cleaved off and made into 2 different units which are joined by the disulfide bonds, we need to mention the terminals of each of the, you can say, the segments of the fully functional insulin protein. Okay, so out here is NC, and similarly, keeping it consistent with the polarities, you will name it N and C in this part also. Okay, so this is basically your fully functional insulin. Okay, it was one of the first synthetic enzymes. Okay, and now it is massively used. पूरी दुनिया में नहीं करके भी 80% of the people use insulin. Okay, so this is the thing about insulin. So peptide hormone है. What more can we know about insulin? We can talk about its function. Very very important. I don't know how many of you have heard about stuff like gluconeogenesis. Stuff like gluconeogenesis is basically creating glucose, synthesizing new glucose, right? Then you will also have glycogenolysis. So function के अंदर इसको क्यों पढ़ रहे हैं? क्योंकि function, ये सब जो processes हैं, biosynthetic pathways जो हैं, इनका जो प्रोडक्ट है उसको अप रेगुलेट या डाउन रेगुलेट कर सकता है हमारा इंसुलिन. ओके, तो इसलिए हम लोग ये डिफरेंट पाथवेज, बायोसिंथेटिक पाथवेज को नजर में रख रहे हैं. तो देखिए, यहाँ पे ग्लूकोनियोजेनेसिस है, यहाँ पे ग्लाइकोजीनोलाइसिस है एंड ग्लाइकोजिनेसिस. ओके, देयर आर अदर स्टफ लाइक लिपोजिनेसिस, ये भी एक बायोसिंथेटिक पाथवे है, या फिर लिपोलाइसिस. ओके, या फिर आप बोल सकते हो प्रोटीन का सिंथेसिस या प्रोटीन का डिग्रेडेशन. सो प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस और degradation. So you know how protein is synthesized, right? The translation happens, right? The central dogma's last step. Okay, so protein synthesis and degradation. So why I'm putting these entire biosynthetic pathways into the category of function is that now we will look at how insulin is upregulating or downregulating the production of the products of these particular pathways. So ग्लूकोनियोजेनेसिस में होती क्या है? ग्लूकोज सिंथेसाइज होती है. ग्लाइकोजिनोलाइसिस में क्या होता है? ग्लाइकोजन का ब्रेकडाउन होता है. ठीक है, ब्रेकडाउन होता है ना. ग्लाइकोजिनेसिस में क्या होता है? ग्लाइकोजन का सिंथेसिस होता है, राइट. लिपोजिनेसिस में क्या होता है? लिपो मीनिंग फैट्स. So fats are synthesized. Lipolysis meaning fats are degraded, right? So what insulin does is gluconeogenesis. It inhibits gluconeogenesis. Glycogenolysis, it inhibits glycogenolysis. Glycogenesis, it stimulates glycogenesis. Lipogenesis, it stimulates lipogenesis. Lipolysis, it inhibits degradation of fats. Protein synthesis, it stimulates protein synthesis. Protein degradation, it inhibits protein degradation. If this much is clear, let's move on. Okay, now let's look at how the blood glucose sugar level, okay, is decreased. How is it decreased? As you can see, it is blood glucose. That means if you have a cell out here, this is the cytosol, okay, if you have the cell out here and this is the extracellular matrix, okay, now from the blood it is going to uptake the glucose molecules, okay, so the concentration of the glucose in the blood will be lowering and there will be a subsequent increase in the levels of glucose inside the cell. So inside the cell there are certain machineries whereby all of the glucose molecules that have been produced out here or brought or transported from the outside of the cell into the cell can be, you know, synthesized in different pathways that I mentioned, and it can lead to different storage mechanisms, or you know, it can lead to other bioproducts formation. Okay, so the main topic that we are trying to understand is how this glucose is taken up from the blood into the cell. So these processes are carried out by a series of proteins called the GLUT. Okay, GLU meaning glucose and T meaning transporter. Okay, so this is logical enough, I hope, right? Glucose transporter. So there have been in total 14 GLUT proteins have so far been identified, and interesting thing is that they have been named in the order of when the discovery has been made. Okay, so the first one discovered was GLUT1, the second one discovered was GLUT2, and so forth, so on. Okay, now we are not focusing on all the 14 types of glucose. We are only focused at one specific type, the transporter protein GLUT4. Okay, so what is unique about this GLUT4 is that rest of the GLUT proteins are always present in the plasma membrane. Okay, so these are basically plasma membrane proteins. You can write it down. I hope you're sitting with a pen and the notebook so that you can write down the take the notes. Okay, so GLUT4, what is special about it is that it is present in the cytosol and not on the plasma membrane, which is a bilayer phospholipid, right? Phospholipid bilayer. So it is present in a secretory vesicle out here. Okay, GLUT4 is present inside the cytosol of the cell, okay, inside a secretory vesicle. So what happens is that when insulin out here, we have insulin receptors. Okay, so when there's excess of glucose in the blood, what happens? This, suppose I'm saying this is the glucose molecule. Let me use another pen. See, suppose I'm saying that this is the glucose molecule. So what happens? These glucose molecules come and sit on top of the glucose insulin receptor, right, which is present on the plasma membrane, mind it. Okay, so what happens? This sends a signaling cascade to this vesicle or the secretory vesicle. Okay, and this secretory vesicle, via the process of exocytosis, comes and sits on the plasma membrane now, and as a result, what happens? There is an uptake of glucose molecules, okay, glucose molecules from the higher concentration to the lower concentration. That means from the blood to the cell. So this was the entire mechanism of how glucose is actually taken up from the blood into the cell. Okay, stay tuned for more such videos. This is strictly educational for your reference only. Thank you so much.